Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with another Mixed Media Frenzy. And today I'm going to do something of a hybrid page. I wanted my journaling, well, first of all, this is the sketch that we're working from, and I absolutely love it. Wanted to kind of originally thought about keeping with the exact same color scheme, and um, I thought, yeah, well, we'll see, and I kind of wanted um, some journaling, and I couldn't see a good place for it, and I thought in place of this kind of texty, stampy, circly looking stuff, I would do my journaling here, and so I imported some digital elements. This outline and these little smirches on here are digital, and I found three spots. They're all different, but I put them in underneath my text and let the text go over it. It's rather personal text that's in keeping with a load. I'm doing load, which is lay out a day over at Scrap Happy and scraphappy.org if you're interested. And today's prompt was about growing older, aging, becoming wiser, etc., etc. And so I've got a couple photo strips. The one with the lower opacity are younger photos of me, and these are more current ones. And as these are arranged kind of overlapping, I thought I would do something like that. So we'll see how that fits in. It's going to kind of go over here, and then I have looked for kind of matching or compatible colors to the ones that are in the digital elements in Distress Oxides, and I have a couple of my Tim Holtz brushes that I'm going to use to kind of do the circles. And I'm going to do I thought about doing the circles through a stencil, but because these bits are so diverse, I thought I might just kind of do a circle-like shape, and then the perfect circle might be emphasized with these stamps. So we'll see where we go from that. And in this original, there are buttons and some enamel dots and a few kind of physical elements. There's a cut out of a leaf here and there. I'm actually not going to do those things because I didn't want to busy it up too much, although I'll have my drawer of enamels at the ready in case I change my mind. Okay, now, first thing I thought I wanted to do is kind of come up with some of this, this stuff right in here. And I'm thinking I want to do one of these Stampers Anonymous stamps. They're kind of existential, philosophical sorts of sayings. And I'm still not sure which one I'm going to use, but I'm going to fit in kind of where the photo will go. The photos will go, that one will be angled there, that one will be angled there, and popped up. So probably right in here, I want to do some stamping. And the first stamp I thought I would go with is this one, and I'm working on photo paper here, so the stamping may look a little different. Let me kind of see if this might work there. And then let me do another stamp in a bit of a different type of pattern. There's something that looks like texture paste on the original, and I didn't want to do that today. So I'm going to use this brick pattern and just kind of maybe, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it off the block because the block would give me too perfect an image. I want kind of an incomplete image. So I'm just going to kind of put it down like that. There we go. Okay. Okay, did you see that? Okay, let me do another one, maybe kind of down here, there. Just a kind of a smudgy look and sort of the same thing there. Okay, that is exactly what I had in mind. It's rare that when doing a quote-unquote special effect like that, that you get exactly what you were looking for. Okay, I'm going to use another stamp, and this time I'm going to use one of the matching inks. And again, I kind of stamped it, or I inked it irregularly, so I kind of want to do that. And that's good because that didn't come out complete. Let me go here for that. Okay, and let me pick a completely different stamp in a smaller size, and I will go to what I picked out is Mermaid Lagoon and this Peacock Feathers, which I think kind of blended together match this blue and green area. And I've got Festive Berries and Picked Raspberry. I'm going to go with the Picked Raspberry for that part. There, okay. So that's my kind of the stuff around the photo cluster. I'm going to use for this part right here, I'm going to do those circles first, and then I'm going to over stamp it, and then I'm going to do some of this same stamping around here if I need to. My things are going to be a little bit different proportion, and I'm going to use my same stamp set that I seem to use every week on here. This time I'm going to use this A, B, C, D, E, and instead of the 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to lay it kind of like that over that. So, and then I may use some of these other elements that are in it. I usually use 3 or 4 things from the same stamp when I do that. I'm really pleased, by the way, with how the stamping is coming out. Okay, right now I'm going to do my, let's see. I'm going to do my circles. And here's the part where I'm just really afraid that I may mess up. So let's just go with it. Okay, what's the good part is it's kind of coming out vaguely circular and very light. And it looks as though it could have been printed by the same program that printed the digital elements. So it really, I think, is working with the digital design. Let me do I'm going to darken them up a bit. And then I'm going to switch. I have these Tim Holtz brushes I keep for a certain color family. That's the aqua color family. And this is the pink color family. So I'm going to go with this kind of reddish color, the Festive Berries, because it's coming out so light. The fact that it's a red and this is more of a raspberry color there, that distinction really doesn't stand out. Okay. And I love that it's light. I would really love to, I'm going to do something that I hadn't originally thought I would do. I'm going to do some of the pink around the blue. And now I'm going to go back and do maybe some, this is working very differently on the photo paper, and I actually like what it's doing. I'm going to take my blue out again, and I'm going to take the peacock feathers, which is closest to the color there, and kind of blend in some of that around there as just kind of highlights or shadows or something. Okay, I think I'm done with that, and I'm ready to do the overstamping. And the first overstamping I'm going to do is the big letters. So let me kind of get this turned this way, pull my stamp out, and I'm going to see if I, whoops, that wasn't good. That actually spilled some ink, got some ink on the lower part. Let me do, putting the ink on those letters and kind of extending a bit so that there will be some overlap, and that'll kind of look like part of the mixed media. I'm hoping that, let's see if I can do this a different way. I'm going to put the paper down on the stamp so that I can be sure that it's parallel with the edge. Okay, we'll see how that turned out. Okay, it's going in a different direction from what I'd envisioned, but it's fine, and it does have the other print, so that's good, and I can do some of that same printing maybe right in here so that I carry that stamp over to here. That's odd that I'm getting this extra color in there, but I don't hate it. Okay, so now to bring some of the same stamping that we had over on this side up here, I'm going to fill in some of the areas with some of the stamping we did earlier. And let's see, so this one, I'll do that blue and this teal, and I'm kind of overlapping. I'm going to do the teal here and maybe double stamp that, and let me go in with the reddish there. Okay, I think I've done what I intended to do. Okay, now my next task is to mount the photos. Okay, this gets glued flat down. And it kind of goes, oh, let's not do it upside down, right? Kind of goes like that. And then I'm going to put some foam behind this other one. Get it on there, maybe like that. Okay, and next question is, ooh, you know what I want to do is some of that brick pattern. Well, let me, yes, I have to ink it up on the block, but then I'll apply it separate from the block. Maybe I'll do that right there, and some up here, and some down here. Okay, so I've got those good smudges in there. Now we need to ask the question of, do we want anything else? I usually have in my layouts a double heart, overlapping hearts. And I have these black ones that I've got an open one that I can overlay here, and I can put this one like this. Okay, and let me see if I have any other black. I really like the look. I have a couple dark gray, it looks like, tiny dots. So I'm going to sprinkle them about. Put one in that cluster and one over here. Let's see, here are some larger black ones. And don't judge me for how sloppily I keep my enamels. I'm working on it, okay? Maybe a grouping here with this one kind of underneath there. And is there anything else that looks like it just really needs to be on this page? I've got some that are, I don't want to add any colored ones, but I've got some that are kind of silvery, glittery looking. And I'm going to go ahead and make triangles out there. So that's all I'm going to do. And we have another Mixed Media Frenzy, and I really like the frame that's digital, and I like, well, you know what I was going to say I could stamp over those, but then you couldn't read my journaling. How about if I stamped over with color just very lightly, like whatever is left on that stamp. It doesn't really show, but let me try a little bit more on there. Okay, I kind of like that. That is adding one of my elements to one of the digital elements, which makes it look a little more homemade, if you will. And I kind of would like to fill something in this little empty space. And so I'm leaving the pink on there. I'm going to use this, kind of do that Okay, I kind of like that. Going back with some pink with that blue still on the stamp, I'll do that. Just change the colors a bit. Okay. All right, I'm happy with that. So, hope you enjoyed. Get out there and get yourself in a mixed media frenzy and make something pretty. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.